While I get to eat high-class roast beef and shrimp every day, you poor people have such pathetic lunches.
Then, shall I make a bento for you?
Huh?
This report. It's obvious you cut corners. Just because this client is a small company, you think you can slack off?
No, that's not...
Focus more on the client's problems. I know you're capable of that.
The woman who just sternly lectured her female colleague is Section Chief Chizuru Nakiri. As you can see, she's beautiful, but she's merciless when it comes to work. The employees fearfully call her the beautiful demon boss.
Ayumu, I've reviewed your recent report. I'd like to talk about it for a bit. Do you have time?
Yes, ma'am. The one she just called over is me, Ayumu Kusaka, a 26-year-old regular employee. I've been her subordinate for 2 years now, and thanks to her, I feel myself growing every day. She's strict, but she pays more attention to her subordinates than anyone else. To become a subordinate worthy of her, my first goal is to become the top salesperson. This happened one day during a lunch break. Hey, Ayumu, you're eating instant noodles for lunch again? Huh, you think you can handle your afternoon work like that? The one showing off his fancy bento and bragging about his money is Yusei Kaneda, also from the 2nd Sales Division. He's the same age as me, and his father is the president of another company. In other words, he was born with a silver spoon. For someone like him, who loves to brag about money, I, with my obviously poor diet, am the perfect target. While I get to eat high-class roast beef and shrimp every day, you poor people have such pathetic lunches. Unfortunately for you, I'm perfectly happy eating that kind of food only once in a while. Huh, what's a salesman who lives by his earnings talking about? At least I don't want to hear that from you, who eats with your family's money. Besides, that doesn't apply to our company, which doesn't have sales incentives. Yeah, sore loser. At this rate, I bet even Nakiri is worried about entrusting you with any work. I was getting so irritated, just as my patience was about to snap from his annoying pestering during my precious lunch break.
Then, shall I make a bento for you?
Huh? How long had she been there? When I turned around, I saw Nakiri. Nakiri? A bento for me? I'm so honored. To thank you, let me recommend a French restaurant.
Of course it's not for you. I'm making it for Ayumu.
She shot me down instantly.
Ayumu, do you eat instant noodles every day?
Yes, I'm ashamed to say.
I see. It's true they have all sorts of tasty ones now, but it's really bad for your health. A salesman's body is his capital. Starting tomorrow, I'll make you lunch, so you'll eat that.
No, I really can't ask you to go that far. I appreciate the thought, but...
Don't argue. It's a supervisor's duty to manage their subordinates' health. Just think of it as a thank you for always taking on overtime. You should just obediently accept.
A chin lift? Plus, that devastatingly beautiful smile. What human could possibly refuse this? No one. That's who. And so, looking into her eyes, I quietly agreed with a yes. Hearing that, Nakiri nodded with satisfaction and finally let go of my chin.
And Kaneda, I'd appreciate it if you didn't use my name to say whatever you please. There's no reason to look down on people, no matter the circumstances. If you understand, then apologize.
I'm very sorry. Damn it, now Nakiri is mad at me because of you. And a homemade bento on top of that? You've gotta be kidding me. Kaneda was sending me those resentful thoughts, but they couldn't reach me as I was still lost in the afterglow of that chin lift. And so, due to certain circumstances, my instant noodle life came to an end, and Nakiri started making bento for me. And so, the next day's lunch break arrived. The thought of a bento from the Nakiri made me finish my morning work in a more cheerful mood than usual. Now, I'm sitting nervously in the break room. Yesterday, my brain was fried from that chin lift, but thinking about it calmly, this is a huge deal, isn't it? Getting to eat Nakiri's bento, I'll be so happy my sales skills will probably skyrocket.
Here, this is the bento I promised. Eat up and do your best in the afternoon.
Thank you so much. She placed a traditional magewapa bento box on the table in front of me. Wow, a magewapa bento box. My grandmother used to make me bentos in a magewapa box too. Wait, did I just say something incredibly rude out of excitement? I didn't mean it's old-fashioned or anything.
Yes, it's an honor to be compared to your grandmother. They say food in a magewapa box tastes delicious even when cold.
I see. My heart was about to scream I love it, but I held it back. My anticipation for Nakiri's bento was only growing. Wow, this looks delicious. Time to eat. When I opened the lid, I saw a bento that was perfect in every way. Color, nutritional balance, you name it. Just looking at it made my stomach growl. Nakiri sat across from me, watching me intently as I ate. It's nerve-wracking to be watched. Okay, I'll start with this homemade Hamburg steak. I popped the bite-sized Hamburg steak into my mouth, and then... Ugh! I clutched my mouth, a sensation I'd never felt before, like my tongue was being stabbed.
I tried adding a little spice. I thought something spicy might improve your circulation.
This must be some kind of hellfire sauce or habanero. It's not improving my circulation. It's so painful I can't stop crying. Oh no, I don't sense a single ounce of malice from her. This is where I have to man up. It's delicious. It's a little spicy, but,
I see. Well then, I'll make you one tomorrow too.
Tomorrow too? I appreciate the sentiment, but really...
In times like these, you should just let yourself be pampered. I have to go see the department head, so I'll be leaving now.
Once again, Nakiri gave me a slight smile, and I lost any reason to refuse. It seems that while the bento looks perfect, the taste isn't guaranteed. After leaving me with her kind consideration and a cool smile, she left the break room with her lunch.
So cute. To think he'd be so moved, he'd cry like that. Oh, so cute. I'm sure this is a crime of some sort. No, I can't let that happen. I won't let him be arrested. I have to protect my subordinate with my own hands, right?
She had completely misunderstood and was now fired up, or rather, burning with a strange fighting spirit and sense of mission.
At this rate, it's only a matter of time before she finds out, you know, Nakirin.
Be quiet.
Oh my, is that any way to talk? I might not tell you, you know.
You really have a terrible personality.
To Nakiri's sullen murmur, her colleague from HR, Hanasaki, just smiled in satisfaction. Chief, good work today. That's a lot of stuff you're carrying. That weekend, while I was out on an errand, I happened to run into Nakiri. I couldn't help but stare at the large shopping bags in both her hands.
Ayumu, good work today. It's my weekly routine to buy a week's worth of groceries on the weekend.
I see. But still, that seems like a lot. Well, I have to make your bento too, she said with a small smile. It was the first time I'd seen her outside of work, and I was incredibly nervous. If you'd like, I can carry those for you.
Huh? It's a bit of a walk, you know.
I just became free, so it's no problem. Besides... You've hurt your fingers, haven't you?
It's nothing serious.
Nakiri tried to hide her hand. Seeing that, I realized she must have gotten injured while cooking, which meant it was related to my bento. But I also understood that she didn't want me to press the issue, so I didn't mention it and instead offered her the bag I was holding. Then, in exchange for that luggage, please, take this.
Huh?
I actually came here to buy this today. I didn't know your favorite brands, so I had a hard time choosing. I had come to buy local sake at a Nagano Prefecture Products Fair being held for a limited time at a nearby shopping center. I overheard at a company pep rally before that you like sake. Please, accept this as a thank you for the bento.
Ayumu went out of his way for me? On his precious weekend off? For me? To think he'd try to kill me this way. Ayumu, you're pretty slick yourself.
There's no poison in the sake, I swear. Having successfully taken her bags, I walked beside Nakiri as the sun began to set.
I was meeting a friend today. I stopped by the supermarket on my way back.
I see. Speaking of your friends from back then, is that the one from HR?
Yes, she's the only female colleague left for my batch. Everyone else has resigned. More importantly, Ayumu,
Yes?
it looks like a stray cat is following you.
Yes. For some reason, animals seem to take a liking to me. But don't worry, I'll protect the groceries.
A pigeon is following you too.
I've never fed them or anything, but they always seem to like me for some reason.
I wonder if this is within the normal range of likable.
And so, forming a small animal parade, we headed to Nakiri's house. The procession continued for a while, but once we entered a residential area, they seemed to be out of their territory and went home. See you all later.
Cute.
Chief, do you happen to like animals?
I don't dislike them.
Now, a complete change from the lively walk home. The quiet residential area was peacefully silent. Maybe that's why the fact that I was alone with Nakiri finally hit me, and my heartbeat sounded unnaturally loud in my ears.
By the way, Ayumu, do you have time after this?
Yes. I was just planning on going home. Is something wrong?
Well, you gave me this nice sake, so I was thinking you could stay for dinner if you like.
What? But wouldn't it be a bother for me to come over to your house?
As long as you don't mind, I'm fine with it. Besides, the truth is, I may not look it, but I tend to lose control when I drink. We both have work tomorrow. It would be a great help if you could drink with me and be my stopper.
If that's the case, if you're okay with me.
Ah, thank you, Ayumu. I'm worried he'll be taken advantage of by some bad woman someday. That defenseless side of him is also so cute.
Of course, there was no way I could hear her inner voice, and I suddenly found myself making my first visit to Nakiri's home. But... Hey, why is he with Nakiri? Don't tell me he's actually going inside her house. Who knows how long he'd been following us? The suspicious man peeking at us from behind a telephone pole, none other than Kaneda. Whether he spotted us by chance and followed, or if this is a daily stalking habit, is unclear, but he was glaring at me with a twisted, frustrated expression. I can't let this happen. Not content with just the bento, a home visit is absolutely unacceptable. I will protect Nakiri. Gah! What is this swarm of animals? Don't follow me! It's hard to believe, but it seems the animals sensed I was in danger and temporarily crossed their territory to come to my aid. That said, what's done is done. Kaneda's screams, apparently from his fear of animals, echoed through the quiet residential area. Once I was at her place, Nakiri prepared dinner and drinks for me. I was nervous at first, but as we both had more to drink, the atmosphere became soft and comfortable.
I've been wondering, why do you eat instant noodles every day, Ayumu?
Well, to be honest, I don't have much financial leeway because of my student loan repayments and sending money home to my family. I have a younger sister in college, and I don't want her to be burdened with student loans. With all the taxes taken out, my take-home pay is low, and having to pay back the loan from that is more painful than I expected. In my case, it'll take over 10 years to pay it all back, and I didn't want my sister to experience such a difficult future. Even convenience store bentos have gotten more expensive recently, so I shifted to things that would help me save more, which led to my current diet. I know it's terrible for my health, but I end up spending my time trying to earn even a little more money rather than cooking for myself.
I see. So that's why you often worked overtime. That kindness of yours might be what attracts both people and animals.
Chief? Are you drunk? Nakiri leaned against me with a relaxed expression I'd never seen before. Seeing her like this, so different from how she is at the office, made my heart pound.
It's impolite to ask a woman if she's drunk when she's drinking.
I'm sorry.
Also, that messy state of the kitchen? That was the work of a burglar, so don't worry about it.
I was trying not to bring it up, but that's a serious problem, isn't it? Nakiri probably wasn't much of a cook to begin with, and yet she was trying so hard to make bentos for me. Even if the taste was a little unique. Still, there's no doubt that the taste has been gradually improving, and it's far healthier than instant noodles. My determination to repay her kindness also played a part, and my sales performance steadily improved. Meanwhile, back at the office, Kaneda's advances were accelerating. Chief, I heard that a limited edition diamond brooch is coming to Japan soon. It's a bit pricey, but I would be happy to gift it to you.
I'm not interested. If you're in sales, you should strive to better understand your clients' needs.
Damn it, why does she only favor that poor guy and not me who has money? And what's more, I'm the reason she started making him bentos. You've got to be kidding me. With her beauty and high competence at work, Nakiri was respected by many employees, and Kaneda had secretly developed feelings for her. And what's with Ayumu? Doesn't he notice? Anyone who sees the chief every day would get it. Kaneda's anger simmered, and his frustration with me finally boiled over as he raised his voice during a lunch break one day. Hey, Ayumu, are you planning to keep mooching off Nakiri? I was heading to the break room, looking forward to lunch with Nakiri, when Kaneda's harsh tone stopped me in my tracks. Kaneda? What's this all of a sudden? Don't you realize? Nakiri is bad at cooking, and she's been getting injured every day because of you. His words made an image of the never-disappearing bandages on Nakiri's fingers flash in my mind. Of course I've noticed. But she told me that buying in bulk on weekends is a routine, and that the messy kitchen was because of a burglar. So I'll just pretend I haven't noticed, to respect her pride. If you know, then why? Don't you feel bad? See, I'm much more suitable for the chief than you.
My, it's quite noisy in here, isn't it, Nakirin?
Startled by the voice, we turned around. There stood Nakiri, who had been looking for me for lunch, and the female employee from HR.
And don't get the wrong idea. This is an excellent department where everyone usually works seriously and with moderation.
Oh, what's this? Even the so-called demon boss thinks of her department that way?
The nearby sales department members teared up at her words.
But, you know, I think he could use a little more discipline, don't you?
Nakiri, I was only doing it for you.
If you're really thinking of me, then stop causing such a scene in this place that I'm trying to protect.
Being told off so bluntly, Kaneda's expression twisted with the frustration of his feelings not getting through.
It was my decision to make bentos for Ayumu. Blaming him is completely out of line. If you have a complaint, you should say it directly to me.
A complaint? It's just that there's no value in you making a bento for this pauper to the point of injuring yourself. You used to buy your lunch at the store, didn't you? I can buy you expensive and delicious bentos every day. That way, you won't get hurt.
I see. I understand completely. To you, I'm just a cheap woman who would fall for something like that. Unfortunately for you, I'm not that cheap. If you want to lure women with expensive dinners and bentos, you can try your luck elsewhere.
Nakiri looked at Kaneda with eyes colder than absolute zero. A single bead of sweat trickled down Kaneda's back, but he bravely pressed on. I apologize if I offended you, but I never once thought of you as a cheap woman, Nakiri. It's because you're such a noble and beautiful woman that I wanted to make a proposal befitting of you.
So for you, treating someone with your parents' money is a proposal befitting a noble and beautiful woman.
Well, there seems to be a bit of a sting in your words.
A sting? Of course there is. You, a half-baked man-child who can't even earn his own money and still relies on his parents at his age. You said you were a match for me, an independent, noble, beautiful, and self-reliant working woman.
The words were delivered with deliberate pauses. Hearing it laid out so clearly, even he seemed to understand what she was trying to say.
I'm not saying that approaching someone with expensive restaurants or high-end bentos is wrong, but only people who can afford it with their own hard-earned money should be doing that. Well, whether I'm interested in those things is another story entirely. If you understand, then at least start by trying to comprehend the client understanding and trust that I'm always talking about. We've wasted enough time. Let's go, Ayumu.
Yes, Chief. Effectively rejected by the person he liked, Kaneda was left standing there in a daze as we moved to the break room. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Why is she so fond of that poor guy? I'm definitely better, more suitable for Nakiri than him. Unable to accept the fact he had been rejected, Kaneda was leaving the office when a voice called out to him.
You say Kaneda? Would you like to have lunch together?
Huh? Ah, you're from HR. The woman smiled gently. In her hand was a Magewapa bento box. That bento box, could it be?
Oh, you noticed? Yes, this is hers. A bento made by my dear Nakiri. She actually made it for me, but how about it? I thought I'd share some with you.
Really?
Yes, a handmade meal from the woman you like. It's something to dream about, isn't it? I understand the feeling well. So here you go. Say ah.
Met with an unwavering gentle smile, Kaneda, oblivious to what lay beneath it, grinned foolishly and opened his mouth wide. She's Nakiri's colleague, but she's pretty cute too. Heh. Lucky me, getting to be fed by her. He took a bite. The moment he ate Nakiri's handmade Hamburg steak. So hot. What is this disgusting Hamburg steak? His scream, as if breathing fire, echoed throughout the office.
She's not very good at cooking, you see. Her sense of taste is a little different, a bit unique. She's such an extreme spice lover that she makes everything spicy. I know because I've had her cooking before.
A spice lover? How do you even make a Hamburg steak that spicy? There's a limit to having no taste.
Oh my, how rude of you to say such a thing about her handmade cooking. She's actually improved a lot, you know. In other words, the reason she's been injuring her hands lately is because I've been drilling cooking into her.
Yes, she knew about Nakiri's disastrous cooking skills and had been helping her. On weekends, she held a demonic cooking class, which is why they needed so many ingredients.
She's strict with others, but even stricter with herself. So no matter how many times she got hurt, she never gave up. All for the sake of her beloved Ayumu. It's so sweet and the cutest thing in the world, isn't it? Isn't it?
The smile vanished from her face.
By the way, Ayumu, when he first ate this hamburg steak that you just spat out, calling disgusting, he endured the excruciating pain in his mouth and told her it's delicious. Because he knew it was a bento that the person he respects, Nakiri, had worked so hard to make for him. He would never make fun of it. He's a much better man than you, don't you think? If you think money alone can satisfy every girl's heart, then you're not ready for love yet. Especially not with a girl like my beloved Nakirin, who chose to live an independent, self-earning life. You should go and learn a thing or two about a girl's heart before trying again. Not that I'll let you near Nakirin, though.
See you, she said, walking away with her usual smile as if nothing happened. The sight of her, having fought for her colleague and best friend Nakiri, looked radiant even to Kaneda. Now, what happened to Kaneda afterward? He received an angry phone call from an unexpected source.
Hey, you say, what is this credit card history? Designer goods? Accessories? Can't you even buy your own gifts for a woman? I can't overlook this any longer. Money doesn't grow on trees.
Wait, Dad, without this credit card? Yes, he had overused the credit card his father had given him and finally incurred his father's wrath. His father, who had been lenient because he was his son, couldn't forgive the amount, and the credit card was suspended and confiscated.
Hey, did you hear? Kaneda finally got told off. Apparently, his parents are furious, bragging about his wealth to Nakiri with his parents' money. It's so lame. I can't even look at him.
Damn, how did this rumor spread so fast? By the next day, the rumor had spread throughout the office, and Kaneda found himself being given the cold shoulder by everyone. In the hands of someone with so many connections and access to information, something like this was probably a piece of cake. Kaneda eventually couldn't stand being at the company anymore, and resigned a few months later. Now, let's rewind to the time right after the argument with Kaneda.
Hey, Ayumu. The truth is, I'm not very good at cooking. I might have been making you things that didn't taste good. The possibility that I was forcing you. I just remembered that I have a weird sense of taste and it just occurred to me now. I'm sorry.
It was rare to see Nakiri looking so down. What should I say? After a moment of hesitation, I made my decision. To be honest, I knew you weren't great at cooking. I mean, your fingers are covered in bandages. But I've never once thought it tasted bad.
What?
I could always feel the love in it. It's so much more delicious than any instant noodles. I answered honestly, without lying, in a way that would protect her pride as much as possible. It seems my answer was the right one. Her cheeks began to flush with happiness.
I see. Well, that's good then.
What's in the bento today? You make something different every day, so I'm looking forward to it. Really, thank you always for putting in so much time and effort.
Oh, for crying out loud. This side of Ayumu, understanding and being considerate of me, even when he knows everything, is what I really... You win.
Are we making a toast? Everyone has a self they want to show the world. Some might laugh and call it a facade, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. Delicious. Nakiri, this hamburg steak is the best one yet.
Really? I actually try reducing the spice a little.
Sometimes, as you put up a front, the reality catches up, and eventually it becomes real. I wonder if I'm putting up a good front too. For her, the perfect, wonderful woman I've started to fall for. And when I become a subordinate worthy of her, I will be the one to...
Aw, this was such a sweet ending. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.